Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. As I mentioned in my previous videos, this weekend I won't be in my office. I'm fishing. I'm with some friends, spending some time. So I will be away from home, and I will still not allow the world to spin without our interaction. How about that? So this article that I have is from Business Insider from May 27, 2022 by Phil Rosen. And this is the title. Natural gas prices have nearly tripled in the US over the last year amid supply fears. There's almost no ceiling. Natural gas prices briefly surpassed the $9 mark earlier this week for the first time since 2008. Prices pulled back Friday, but have nearly tripled since a year ago as supply fears and war in Ukraine have sent energy markets reeling. It was not a war in Ukraine, it was a decision made based on that to put sanctions on Russia, and then you have a problem in the supply quantity. Along with a natural gas price jump, diesel, jet fuel, and prices at the pump have all surged. US natural gas prices briefly surpassed $9 per million British thermal units this week for the first time since 2008, joining other energy commodities that have soared recently. On Friday, prices retreated 5%, falling back below the $9 mark, but they are still up more than 180% from a year ago. Underlying the price surge in the decline in natural gas inventories, which were 15% lower last week than the 5-year average, according to Wall Street Journal. The slowdown in the U.S. shale boom has weighed on natural gas production. Meanwhile, U.S. exports of natural gas are booming as buyers in Europe and Asia have scrambled for additional supplies since Russia's invasion of Ukraine sent global energy markets reeling. Yeah, you impose sanctions, and our lives are impacted by that for something that we didn't have to do. But, well, they're going to make profits. We're going to make, I don't know what, but not money. There's almost no ceiling for natural gas. Kent Bayazitoglu, an analyst at the energy consultant Baker and O'Brien Inc., told the WSG Thursday, and I'm quoting again, you can reduce your driving a lot easier than you can reduce your natural gas consumption. That's true. While he expects price for natural gas to ease once the summer weather passes, traders are betting that above normal needs this summer to use energy and air conditioners amid hotter weather will leave inventories low. Yeah, thank. To be sure, prices in the US remain much lower than those in Europe, we are the suppliers, right? Which have seen even steeper spikes. Dutch prices, for example, are up 242% year over year. I thought it was 24%. I said, wow, 242% year over year. But the natural gas mimics surge mimics those of other energy commodities. Gasoline prices have soared so high that the US is beginning to show signs of demand destruction. An analyst told Insider that the current diesel crisis is reminiscent of the 1970s, with prices up more than 70%. At the same time, the cost of jet fuel has doubled. Can you imagine how much money these guys are going to charge us for flying? Has almost doubled from a year ago, resulting in far more expensive airfare just ahead of summer travel seasons. There are going to be a lot of bankruptcies. There will be a lot of bankruptcies, or there will be that little thing that happened in 2008, too big to fail. So then that we didn't make any decisions. We will have to support the bill that the guys that we elected and they placed as bureaucrats made decisions in our names. That's how democracy works. So yeah, mass democracy. So that's great. They made decisions, everything goes bellied up, and then they come to us and they give us the bill here. Emil, here is your bill. Hey, is for your kids too, for your grandkids, if you're gonna have any, and so on. So yeah, that's the way it's gonna go. So thank you very much. Oh, don't you love it? Yes. For what? For Ukraine. Do you still support that? Well, I support it, but not that way. You know what I mean? I support, uh, the truth, or what's going on. I would like the Ukrainian Russian war to stop, but then it's again, I like peace. People love peace, but as Napoleon Bonaparte used to say, well, I love peace too, as long as it's done on my terms. So the same thing with Ukraine. Everybody wants, oh, I want peace, I want peace, I support peace. I go, yeah, 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 but what are the terms? That's the main question. I mean, if I'm with a neighbor and I have a scuffle and another neighbor comes in and say, hey guys, why don't you, come on man, make peace. Okay, if he gives me his house and he moves out, I'll make a peace right now. I'll make a peace. Anyway, I will agree to a peace treaty in a second. So it's not only that we don't want peace, uh, but it's under what conditions. That's always the terms. Oh, we're peace-loving country. Yeah, you are probably because one, you don't have the ability to invade others, that means you're weak. That's a fact. Or the other one is that you already invaded. You have everything you want, and you like the status quo. But there are some other ones that probably have some questions about some territories or some things from the history, and you tell them, hey guys, come on, man, you don't like peace. But no, I don't like it under the current situation. Obviously, you got my territories. You did this, you did this. So why would I want it? I want them back because they're mine. No, they're not yours. And then you can say, well, see, you don't like peace. So it's always the conditions, the circumstances, the conditions under which the peace is maintained. So nevertheless, we pay more for gas, and I hate all this. I hate it because I see where it's coming from. Uh, in the world, there were always, profiteers, war profiteers, and there were always people and interests that were pushing for certain actions that then, after the actions were implemented, you could see, follow the money, and you find out who was behind all this war, who was behind all that. So I don't want to say that, oh, it's just a result. Emil, it's not the cause. It's a result. It's a result. The fact that now the energy companies are making a big profit is just a result of the war and the sanctions and all that. It's not the other way around. Well, maybe it is so. I'm pretty sure we're going to find out in about 10 years or 5 years when things settle down. And then we will meet again and we will discuss it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.